I'm at Sachsenhausen concentration camp, situated in Oranienburg in Germany. This is where political prisoners, including Russian POWs, Jews and so-called non-desirables, were imprisoned and murdered here. Constructed in 1936, it was intended as a blueprint for all other concentration camps, both in its design and management. These camps were run by a branch of Hitler's SS protection squad called the Death's Head units. The SS had their own buildings on the outside of the camp. You can see the troop camp just outside of the main camp gates. However, there are a small number of abandoned SS buildings just to the rear right-hand side of the camp. The bath and the boiler house and the 100-member barracks. Let's go and see what's left of those buildings.
This looks like the entry into the barracks over there and the boiler house, so let's go and have a look. Now, what's not part of Sachsenhausen concentration camp is this building behind me, and I think a few buildings down there. For some strange reason they don't want you to see this. It's cordoned off at the end, but you can get easy access off the main road anyway. There's a path there. This is the SS boiler house and bath. This is where the SS, all this area here and all that area here, this is where they would train their new recruits into do unimaginable things, to be honest with you, with inmates. Treat these inmates as though they're like second class, even lower than dogs. And this area here was where the SS used to have, I think they were probably where they had the baths and the boiler house to warm the barracks up as well. Nothing inside there. The two bits there are sealed off with metal. You can see inside that building, which I'll show you in a minute, but there's nothing in really. Nothing much in here now, it's all gone. This, I think, was a chimney or tower. It was a lot taller than this. They put a metal thing and they took it down, so I'm assuming it was very unsafe. It's all the metal ribbon there to keep it in place. But hopefully I can find a picture and put it on so you can see what it used to look like. Built in 1938. This building was built with a boiler inside it, which is down the cellar. This is the main entrance into the place. When you go downstairs here, there's a boiler and there's a coal house as well. Now, the upper floors here would have been for the baths, for the SS to keep themselves nice and clean and fresh, and then also the boiler would also heat the barracks further down here, called the 100-member barracks or something like that it was called. Apparently, it was a police state barracks that had 100 members to it. Now, I understand the museum don't want to glorify stuff like that. It makes sense, but this probably was an important thing regarding the museum, really. I should say before that, the actual concentration camp. This is where the SS a base as well, and this is where they did a lot of the training for the young recruits. So maybe it's just money as well, because you can get into Sachsenhausen Museum for free.
A short way down from the bathhouse is the so-called 100-member buildings, which donates a military or police group, housing approximately 100 members. These barracks were also to accommodate and train new SS recruits.
Well, these are the SS barracks. Whether it's the actual SS 100 barracks, I don't know. But these are more likely the for the young recruits, the SS stationed here, enjoying themselves, learning how to become good Nazis, learning how to do the SS thing the correct way, if you're classed as that. The SS were Hitler's personal bodyguard. They did all sorts of tasks as well. There's a Waffen SS, which was the armed SS, usually with the tanks and stuff like that. And then there was the Totenkopf, I think they were called, was the Death's Head one, which that particular branch of the SS run these camps. And no doubt they were all trained here, because this is one of the first places that was set up when Hitler came into power, and set up Sachsenhausen and closing down KZ Oranienburg. And this is where the SS would have been trained to run the camps efficiently as possible. That had been one of the ways in, down to the cellar. More than like the pipes would have been fed down there anyway, from the boiler further up, and then distributed through the building to keep these people warm. I think after World War II, I think the Russians took this over and used this as their own camp. I don't think I'm trespassing. There's no sign saying I'm trespassing, but I just don't know. I better get off this site now anyway.
Apparently, these buildings that we are looking at are actually made of wood. They just give an outward illusion of being made of concrete or stone. Sachsenhausen concentration camp is free to enter and is well worth a visit to learn about what happened and pay your respects to at least 100,000 poor souls that lost their lives here. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you on the next video.
There's a concentration camp. This is where they would have done the training. Oh no. Well, I really thought the police were going to pull me up again then. Look, I was just nodded, thank God for that. Where the camps are, the old disused camps, at the front of them, one of the biggest police academies going, I think. Well, it's Oranienburg anyway. But at least it didn't stop me this time, thankfully.